Hello and welcome, my beautiful merfolk, to the Magical Mermaid Tarot channel. We're going to be looking into your relationship today, okay? We're going to be taking a look at the energies in your relationship. And this is for all signs, and this is a timeless reading. So from the moment you watch this reading, that's when it's relevant to your life and to your situation. You feel free to rewatch it if you want to revisit the advice or any confirmations that you got. Feel free to take notes too, because I feel my readings are very accurate, and it's good to go ahead and keep track. And if you get a lot of accuracy, then you know that my channel is for you. Am I getting a lot of confirmation and it makes a lot of sense? Then I am your reader. Welcome, and go ahead and hit that subscription button if that is the case. Let's go ahead and get started then on the energies in your relationship right now. Okay. So right now I feel that you are in a connection with someone. You may be in a union or marriage. It could be a marriage for some of you. And I feel like for some of you, this is a soul connection. Okay, so this is something, we're talking soul contract here. You were destined to be with this person for the purposes of growth, for the purposes of connection, for the purposes of everlasting love. All right. Definitely the energies. Oh, let me there's definitely the energies of, we got wedding rings here, we got ship. So I feel like this has been a very devoted relationship, one that you've been very devoted to, and perhaps you've also seen a lot of devotion from your person as well. Okay, now the idea is coming up that you want to move on from this relationship, and I'm not fully sure as to the reasons yet. It could be because there's a lot of complications, there's a lot of maybe baggage or something that repetitive that kept happening that you're not happy with, and you're considering cutting ties or moving on towards a situation where you can receive what it is that you need. All right. I also feel for some of you, this relationship is that you're in is making progress too. It is making progress. Spirit guys, I want you to know that it's just, there's a flow to this relationship. I'm not getting like a stagnation vibe. I am getting that there are things happening. You may not be entirely pleased with the things that are happening, but something is definitely going on here. Okay, we have Death and we have Phoenix. So we're definitely getting strong vibes here in this relationship reading that for some of you, this relationship is over. Or perhaps you're considering just cutting it off. You're considering being done. And I feel that there's this idea. Maybe they broke up with you. Maybe you broke up with them. I'm not entirely sure. Apply it to your situation as it fits. There's this vibe that there are no second chances. That maybe this person that you're dealing with, or maybe it's you're just like, I don't want to give it any more chances, or maybe the person that you're dealing with doesn't want to give it any more chances, and that's something they've communicated. Also, this could be indicative of the relationship that you're in is going through a transformation right now. Okay, it is dying in a sense, in the idea, as in the way it used to be. Okay, what it used to represent, how it used to be, is done. It's done. Okay, and there is a new phase coming in. What's dead is dead. So it could be like, for some of you, this could be that whatever used to happen in a relationship that you didn't like, you're done with that. Okay, maybe you're done with making that, whatever that you didn't like, you're done with making that happen again and again and again. You're done with participating in that energy. I'm also seeing that for some of you, so for some of you, this is like you're done with a relationship. For some of you, this is you're done with a certain phase of the relationship, okay? And it's a new phase. And I feel like for a lot of you, actually, you're rekindling this connection. You're rekindling this connection. There's renewal and growth in this connection. There is, perhaps you've been changing your mind about this connection, realizing that though it is very different, and though, though maybe things had happened that you didn't like, it is also currently very different, and you are actually into the idea of the relationship as it currently is. So for example, maybe you used to be with this person full time, and you've decided, you know what, I'm willing to go ahead and move into a different place or a different space, or relocate from this person, but I want to remain in a connection with them. I want to remain in a relationship with them. So this is a new version of your relationship where Maybe they've agreed that they want to do it differently now. Or perhaps there was some negative patterns in the connection, and you have found a way, you and your partner have found a way to stop these patterns. And now it's a new kind of relationship. It's improved. It's new and improved. I see a phoenix rising from the ashes of the death. Here's the death of the relationship as it was, and here's the phoenix rising from the ashes. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're very thankful for this new change, this new shift. This is a new shift in the relationship, okay? And you're very, very grateful. It's a good thing for some of you, no matter what it is. If you're cutting ties, it's a good thing. If it's a new phase, it's a good thing. If the relationship is being rekindled and realived, it's a good thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next few energies coming in. Yeah, okay, I'm getting blissful love, and take it slowly. You've been taking this relationship very slowly, and I think it's a very good thing. Okay, it's been bringing you a lot of good feelings. I feel like this connection is bringing you a lot of good feelings, or it will if you take it slowly. Okay, and I feel like that's exactly what you've been doing. You've been taking it slowly with this connection. You're not rushing anymore. In the past, if you used to be more impulsive about this connection, you stopped all that. Perhaps you stopped, jumping into having sex too quickly, or you've been cutting back on certain quick outbursts, or something that used to happen very quickly. It's calmed down. Okay, could be a negative thing, could be maybe negative patterns that caused pain. You've learned to say, okay, I see what's happening, I see what's about to happen, and I'm not going to encourage that energy anymore, because I want blissful love in my relationship. Okay, now I'm getting here dating and marriage for a lot of you. I feel like this connection is going strong. Okay, that is the truth. For you guys, the connection is going very strong right now, for a lot of you. Okay, and I see that you guys are currently your marriage or your relationship is currently going through a phase where you're actively dating each other. You're actively pursuing each other. You're actively spending time with each other, getting to know each other. Perhaps you're considering marriage with this person. Okay, this is the new phase of the relationship. Perhaps the old phase was you are dating each other, but it's not serious. It's not as serious maybe as you wanted it to be, or something. And you maybe you made it known. Maybe there was a proposal. Maybe you communicated that you wanted it to be more serious. And I feel like seriousness is coming into play. Okay, and I feel also like if this person was taking it slowly in the past, maybe too slowly for you, I'm seeing that this person is ready to take the next step. They're taking the next step right now. This is how you're winning in this connection, is they're saying, yeah, let's make it more serious. They're either in talks of this, or they have actually proposed to you, or something like that, and you are grateful for this new phase. Okay, now we're getting cuffing season and F up. Okay. Someone messed up in this connection. I feel like this person messed up with you. Yeah, this person messed up with you. They used to limit the connection. They used to say, I don't really want it to go beyond this point. And a lot of this stemmed from them feeling inadequate, them feeling like they weren't good enough for the connection to go into the next level. Okay, they feared failure. They feared that if they pushed it to the next a step, it was bound to fail. It was doomed to fail. This was their negative thinking. This was their negativity bias coming into play. Okay, now I see that this person is realizing that though they have these fears, they are also on some other level ready for a relationship. This is how you're winning. Okay, this person, even though they were hesitant or felt like low self-esteem about relationships, like I'm not good at this, I feel like they're ready now. They're ready. This is how you're winning. They're ready for a relationship, and they're ready now. Okay. And I feel that this person, how are you winning? If there used to be, if this situation had like a cheating going on, okay, or third party that was like a potential that was waiting in the wings, that was trying to see if they could get in on that, or maybe they had not fully let go of a past contact or an ex or something like that. What I'm seeing is that this person is going to be disregarding that ex. The person you're in a relationship with is going to be like, I don't care anymore about that third party. I don't care anymore. I'm about you. They're about you. my viewer. Okay, this is how you're winning in the connection right now. This person is seriously focused on you. I'm seeing dating, I'm seeing marriage, I'm seeing a transformation, I'm seeing rising from the ashes, I'm seeing disregarding a third party or side piece option. Kind of, they turned their back against this person. They just lost interest in this third party. Okay, that's the way that you are winning. All right. Now let's see what spirit guides are you're needing to hear about this relationship. Let's see what spirit guides have to say. So I feel like spirit guides are telling you, listen, you're at the point in the connection now where it is necessary for you to go ahead and demonstrate, not just speak, not just say. Okay, so I feel like you're being asked to demonstrate to this person that you are on their team. Okay, I feel like right now the phase of the relationship you're at is reassurances are needed, and it's not just verbal reassurances. It's how can I if there's anything verbal, it's to ask questions. How can I demonstrate to you that I'm serious? How can I demonstrate, what is it that you are needing? This is what you should be asking of your partner. And I feel like for some of you, what's going to be happening is this person is going to be demonstrating to you how they feel. They're no longer going to be talking or not doing anything. They're going to be demonstrating and showing you that they're on your team. Okay, they're going to be showing you that. That's the phase that's coming for you. Okay, the spirit guides wanted you to know this, and they also feel that, you know, I'm getting asked. So some of you may be getting you asked your hand in marriage. That's very possible. And I also feel like this is a phase in the relationship where your partner is going to be asking you questions to get to know you. They're not going to be making assumptions about this connection. They're going to be taking it seriously and wanting to know, wanting to understand what is happening exactly here. Okay, so that's a message that's coming through. Now, I think it's very important that you're going to be recognized by this person as someone who is inspiring their heart to sing a song of love. There's this idea that they are going to be recognizing you as the one. Okay, so it's very important then, the advice inversely is that the advice for you is that you spend time recognizing this person for their efforts. Okay, if they've recently done something or made some big move, if they went from being insecure to all of a sudden they're like, all right, let's do this, let's get more serious, recognize that in them. Okay, acknowledge it. If not acknowledge it, then just be aware of it. Be conscious of the fact that this person is making the right moves. If they were taking it too slowly before, acknowledge that they've made a move. Don't get caught up in, okay, what's the next step? And what's the next thing? And what's the next thing? Very important. It says take it slowly. So as you see that sign of progress, really dwell on that sign of progress. Don't go asking what more, what next can you give me? It's going to be that's not a good move. I don't think that's going to make them feel a little bit, it's not good for this person's mindset. Okay. I feel that you should also try to do things to brighten this person's day. And you know, reciprocation is key. Okay. If this person has been doing things to brighten your day, and not if, but you know, they don't have to be the first one to do this. Okay. But if they brighten your day, then spirit guides are saying brighten their day. Okay. Focus on that. If you're trying to look for what advice do I need for this connection to help nurture it? I'm seeing demonstrate. Okay. Demonstrate to this person that you are on their team. Okay. I'm also seeing ask them questions to get to know them better. I'm seeing recognize them for their efforts. I'm seeing brighten up their day. I feel like this person might have like a low self-esteem or like issue with depression or something like that. And I feel that if you bring all this light and love and joy into your connection, that's going to feed them. Okay, that's going to heal them. That's going to make them feel reassured by the connection that you guys have together. We have recognize it coming up twice. You seen this? Look, it's coming up twice. We got the Ace of Hearts here. Or is it Ace of Spades? Yeah, Ace of Spades. Twice. Okay, and so I do feel like you need to make something known to them. Okay, you need to recognize them for their efforts. It's very important that you feed this person's self-esteem, that you're like, oh, I really love that you did this. I really enjoyed when you did that. When you took me out on a date, I enjoyed that date. Or I'm just so happy that we're engaged. I really love that you stepped it up, that you proposed to me. Or, just really serenade and think a lot. Yeah, I feel like it's really important that you serenade and recognize this person for the efforts they're making in the connection. This person has a really serious need to be reassured about the direction they're taking things. If you're happy, this is the kind of person where it's like you need to hold up a big old sign saying, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. There's a fog, I feel, in this person where it's like it's hard for them to see their worth in the connection. It's hard for them to see where it is that they're making an impact. So with them, what's really big in this connection is for you to really recognize them for what it is that they're doing. I'm also getting progress. Right. Again, I'm seeing here really, really highlight the progress that has been made. This is a good way to reinforce progress, okay? If they were taking it slow, highlight the progress a lot, okay? There's a lot going on here. Now, I feel like if they've demonstrated something to you, say they proposed or they took you out, you too demonstrate, okay? It's very important that you demonstrate in return. This is that feedback loop system that kind of encourages and keeps this pattern going with them, all right? So let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards are saying as far as what you need to hear in regards to this relationship. We've got the Ace of Coins and the Five of Wands. So I feel like this situation you have, this relationship, it's an opportunity you have in hand, okay? Spirit guides are trying to say, yes, there's definitely some kind of conflict going on in this connection. I'm seeing that, and I feel like it's been repetitive for some of you, maybe not all. Take it as it resonates, okay? And maybe this is why you had considered that this might not be a good connection for you. But Spirit guides are saying this connection is actually very much of value, okay? Especially recently, there's been some sort of new opportunity that's arisen from this connection. It could be that you are now seeing the value in the connection, or perhaps this connection has recently gained value, and it is the result. This is a result of, believe it or not, the conflict and all that was happening was a process, okay? Your relationship is being processed through hard work, okay? So even if you felt like you were opposed to this person or this person was opposed to you, you all didn't see eye to eye, there's some sort of ongoing clash, Spirit guides are saying this was part of the process, to help create value in your relationship. Though it may have been stressful, and I do acknowledge that, it is like creating value in the relationship, okay? So I'm getting another message here that Five of Wands is one of the original Rider-Waite meanings for the Five of Wands is the quest for gold. And here we got gold in hand as a result, okay? So I feel like, again, your relationship is going through a process of refining, of being broken down and being, resolved, okay? Being fine-tuned, being refined, being processed. And what's going to result of this is some sort of a form of an abundance. You might be in business with this person that you're in a relationship with. It could be that you are hard at work with this person because what you have is of value. This is part of why you've been engaging it at all. Okay, this is why you've been engaging in the conflicts, because the relationship is of value and brings you a lot of value. Spirit guides want you to be cognizant of this and be appreciative of this. That the relationship is actually a gift. Okay. Next, we are getting the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Again, the Hermit, it's Virgo. That's Virgo energy. That is digestion, right? In the stomach. This is the breakdown of things, okay? And I feel that there are times maybe you have felt like the situation was frustrating. You felt like progress was not being made in some kind of way. But I feel like, to go against that, because the Knight of Pentacles reverse is like the stalling of progress, but we got progress. See? You are actually making progress, whether you realize it or not. Your relationship is actually progressing, and it's going through a phase maybe right now where you're maybe are taking time apart. I see maybe a possible relocation. Maybe I mentioned that example where you guys are taking a break, or you're moving. The relationship has gone from you all being together 24/7 or being together most of the time to, you know what, I'm gonna go live over here, you live over there, and we are going to continue this in a new phase of the relationship. So I see that this time where you guys are taking, okay, to be separate is part of a refinement process for you individually as well as for the relationship. I do think that you need to see that. It's very important that you hold this perspective in your mind as you work through this, okay? So let me go ahead and keep going here, okay? Next, we're getting the Six of Swords reversed and the Nine of Coins reversed. So there's definitely been an issue with someone who's been reluctant to change. Okay, there was a reluctance to change, and there is this feeling like this left you feeling unfulfilled in the connection because you felt like you needed certain changes to happen. Spirit guides again are trying to remind you progress is happening in the connection. Maybe not enough for you. You know, maybe that's part of why you grew frustrated, and you feel like this person maybe takes things too slowly. But I do see a victory coming up ahead for you, okay? There's a victory. There is also a needed change. There's a needed change in this connection. So whether it's a relocation with the Six of Swords, or just moving the relationship into a better place emotionally, mentally. I'm seeing that you're needing to sort of clear out some mental clutter, moving away from an adversarial mindset, from a clashing mindset, like, you know, winner takes all, or, you know, my win is your loss, or your loss is my win. Moving away from that mindset and into the mindset of, I create my own success. Okay. So I do feel that there needs to be a shift in focus of, you're not trying to seek success through the relationship. You're trying to seek success through yourself. Okay. So that whatever you're dealing with in the relationship doesn't come off as a battlefield where, you know, you have to have a victory. Okay. So it's not quite as desperate in the connection, you know, for this to be resolved. And it's more of a vibe of, I'm very content in myself. If I need something, I can go out and get it. I don't always need to get it through this relationship. I don't always need to get it fulfilled through this connection. So I feel like you're starting to realize that you need to sort of outsource or sort of shift certain ideas away from the domain of the relationship into a different domain, an independent domain, or in your own little arena. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. If you guys are at war over, you never watch my football games with me, or you never come shopping with me, maybe, and it just doesn't seem to bend or break. There is no winner. You know, your partner is just not interested in shopping, point blank, period, or that relationship, okay? Or you are just not interested in watching sports, point blank, period. And doing this would be like breaking you or causing you to do something that's completely alien to your character, and vice versa for them. So what you need to do is outsource. Think differently about the situation. Realize, oh, I think I need a friend to go shopping with, to go to because the relationship is a value. You're realizing the relationship cannot be everything. You're going to say, well, let me go ahead and call my friend and we'll go shopping together. Or your partner might be like, you know, I've got some buddies at work that like sports. Let's go ahead and take that time. I'll be watching sports. You go shopping with your friend, and then we'll reunite when you're done and when I'm done, and y'all will both be fulfilled separately, and then come into the relationship with your cups full. Okay, so I do feel like there's some sort of like outsourcing that needs to happen, or some sort of transition that needs to happen, so that you can see the value in your connection again. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing in this message for you today. If you've enjoyed it, please put a thumbs up on it. And this is for my Reddit viewers as well. I have a subreddit called Get Free Tarot Readings. I am the main mod. I started the subreddit. And so if you're here to watch, I really welcome you in my channel. Feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this reading. I hope you found benefit in it. I hope it answered your question. And thank you for participating in the poll that I set up on the subreddit. Thank you so much for participating in that. Here's the reading. It is channeling your energy directly as much as possible. It is still a group reading, but because you voted in that poll, this reading is for you. Okay, so it's very important that you see that, recognize it, and I hope it was very resonant. It made sense for you. If it did, please put a like on it and feel free to subscribe so you can start watching readings. I do post relationship readings. I'm going to be doing that more frequently, every week. And I post dating readings. If you're in the dating world, I post dating readings as well. I also post readings about your career, especially as a social media influencer or a YouTube channel owner. And I also do readings on your next 48 hours. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it of value. Take good care now. Bye.